What's up, everyone? I'm Nicholas Moriano, and welcome to this Wednesday edition of your Bears recap here at Hallis Hall. Got to hear from Ben Johnson, media availability in the locker room, and then watch a little bit of practice. But we got to start with the injury report. This is a second version of the injury report this week. Tuesday was a walkthrough, so this one's definitely one to pay attention to. And here are all the players that did not practice on Wednesday. TJ Edwards with a hand and hamstring. Ruben Hippolyte's dealing with the shoulder. Luke Newman has that foot injury. And Luke, I saw him in the locker room, and he was in a protective boot. I don't expect him to play on Friday against the Eagles. Dominic Robinson's dealing with concussion. Noah Sewell, the elbow. Tyreek Stevenson, a hip injury. And then Jervon Dexter was limited with a hand. But here are all the players that were full participants. You had Theo Bennett with the quad. Kyler Gordon with the calf. Travis Homer with a hamstring and knee. Jaylon Johnson, the groin. And then Kyle Monangai, knee. And let's get back to Jaylon Johnson, because we got a chance to hear from his teammate CJ Gardner-Johnson, and he was asked about Jaylon, and here's what he had to say. He's one of the best corners in the league. I just feel like now he'll get a chance to actually show that with him being active this week against a great receiving corps. I'm excited for him because everybody asks, what can you do against a great receiving corps? And he has a chance to prove it, shut everybody up, and get back active. If the Bears do get Jaylon Johnson back this Friday against the Philadelphia Eagles, that would be a huge boost for Dennis Allen's unit. And with playmakers on the outside and Saquon Barkley, you want to have as much good football players on the football field, and Jaylon Johnson definitely is one of those players. And then really quickly back to Ben Johnson. There's been a lot of talk this week about his matchup against defensive coordinator Vic Fangio, and Ben has a lot of respect for Fangio. I actually called him the godfather of defense. And that's just because of all the influence he has in the league right now and what Fangio's defense wants to do. It wants to limit explosive plays, something that this Bears offense has been really good at generating this season. So should be a fun little chess match on Friday. And the last tidbit I have for you is that in the Bears locker room, there is a basketball hoop. And there's some competitive games that get played on there. It wasn't all too competitive, though, between Caleb Williams, Jade Walker. They were a duo. They were wiping the floor with everybody in a version of Around the World where you just have to shoot a basketball at each spot and then make your way around with your teammate and do so quicker than the other team. Last I heard, they won 8 straight games. Just shows the competitive nature that Caleb Williams has and the fun that they have in that locker room. But that's going to do it for this Bears Wednesday recap. Make sure to tune in next week for all the insight here from Hallis Hall. But I'm Nicholas Moriano. Enjoy your Thanksgiving day, and I'll see you guys next week.